Hey guys, welcome to Federation Nation. I am Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network, and we are going to take a look at part 4 of my ongoing series of my LJN memories. Here we're going to look at late summer into September-ish of 1988. But before we jump into all of that, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe. I'd love to have you back. Please comment below. Tell me your LJN memories. And of course, please share this with anyone you think may like it. And please like the video. It helps a lot. Okay, let's get into the LJNs right now. And remember, all my LJN memories are brought to you by this book, my Federation book from when I was a kid. It has all my wrestling cards in it. I mean, the event cards, not the actual cards. It's got all my Saturday night's main events, my Wrestlemanias, my house shows, my other wrestling events, Summer Slams, everything is in. I wrote it all down. Here you go. And I also wrote down on a piece of paper, or 2 pieces of paper, when I actually got most of my figures. I have a few that I just never wrote down. Here is one page, and I've got one which is more about the 89 stuff, but we're not there yet. So, we're going to be looking at this. We're going to be looking at cards. See what happened to people in their debuts. Did they win? Most of them won, I think, in their debuts. But a couple of times I had people lose in their debuts. So, we'll see. Here's the book. Let's get into the wrestlers. Okay, on August 2nd, 1988, I got 2 wrestlers. I got them secondhand, either from a friend in school, although August, I probably wasn't seeing many friends in school. So, it's either one of my friends, maybe it was the kid a few blocks away, maybe I went back there a month or so later and got a few more. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't write down where I got them, but I know I did not get them brand new. I know I got them sort of secondhand from another kid. So, they are the Junkyard Dog. Now, this Junkyard Dog, it came with this collar. You see that collar? That I got the figure with the collar, but with no chain. This chain is official LJN chain because this chain was from my Junkyard Dog stretch wrestler. My stretch wrestlers got destroyed, and they're long gone because they would explode and there was powder everywhere. So they are destroyed and they're long gone. But I did save the chain to give him, and I saved the kilt to give to my Roddy Piper because my Roddy Piper was my first figure ever, and that kilt was long gone. So it's a little big. The stretch wrestler one's a little bigger, but if you just fold it over or whatever, you can get it to look pretty good. So this chain, I'm not sure if it's longer than the regular JYD one, but it is official LJN chain. It's just from the stretch wrestler. So I got him on, what did I say, August 2nd, 1988. He's a little beat up, and again, I got him from a kid or somewhere along the line. I also that day got King Kong Bundy. Here you go. And yes, that's probably just whiteout. I gave him laces. I think I did that to my Big John stud as well. Here you go. Now with JYD, I have no card or no poster, but with King Kong Bundy, I eventually from somewhere got his card and poster. So I can show you that here. Here is his poster. Here is his card. Again, I don't know who I got them from, but I did get poster and card for King Kong Bundy. So again, August 2nd, 1988, JYD and King Kong Bundy. Let's look at their debuts. Okay, out of my files, here is my card, WWF Wrestling. It was at the Richfield Coliseum in Richfield, Ohio. I don't actually have a date on it, but if I got them on August 2nd, I'm going to say it was around then. August 2nd, August 3rd. You know, maybe as far as the 5th. I don't know what was going on in my life in 1988 exactly, but usually when I got new figures, I had an event either that day or the next day. But I don't have it written on here. But what I do have is written that in their debut. So you have Junkyard Dog in his debut took on Big John Studd. Now, if you look for Bundy, he took on SD Jones, but it does say in his return to the WWF. If you remember a previous video, I had him at my first Wrestlemania with Jimmy Superfly Snuka. They fought each other. And I didn't have either of those figures then. So the only thing I can think of is that I was borrowing them from a friend. So I borrowed them. I had my Wrestlemania. Probably borrowed them from a week or so or whatever. Maybe it was over Christmas break. I borrowed them from a kid. You know, that would make sense. And then gave them back come January. So those guys were gone. But then eventually when I got the figures, they were back. And so I had put in their return to WWF. But let's look at this card anyway. I see with, the champ, Paul Orndorff versus Hillbilly Jim, the challenger. But I don't remember Hillbilly Jim winning the title. I got to look into that. In his debut, Junkyard Dog beat Big John Studd. Terry Funk versus Bruno Sammartino. Looks like Bruno got the nod. King Kong Bundy beat SD Jones. Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkoff lost to the Killer Bees. And the main event was Roddy Piper and Ace Cowboy Bob Orton versus Snuka and Andre the Giant with Hulk Hogan, I guess, in their corner. And that is the event from August, early August of 1988. Okay, here, right there, count out. So yeah, Hillbilly beat Paul Orndorff, but obviously you don't win the title on a count out. So there you go. I just noticed that count out. All right, that's it. Let's get to the next figure. All right, the next figure, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, is Bret the Hitman Hart. Also got him secondhand. I don't have his card. I don't have his poster. I got, and I don't have the Hart Foundation poster. I do actually have the Jim Neidhart poster, which I'll get to when I get to him in the line. I don't know where I got that from. Again, a friend, because I didn't get Neidhart brand new either. But again, I got him on August 16th, 1988. That is actually one of my best friend's birthdays, so I'm thinking maybe he had the Hitman and then got like the Hart Foundation for his birthday. And so I was able to swindle the Hitman off of him because he probably didn't have another Neidhart. He probably only had Bret. Because, I mean, the fact that it's his birthday and he's like one of my best friends and he also collected wrestling figures, it's the only thing I can think of. So August 16th, 1988, let's take a look at the Hitman's debut. Actually, before we do that, I've got another wrestler that I got sometime around this time. It's like one of the only wrestlers that I ever got that in total, and it might be the only wrestler I ever got that I got brand new, with the exception of my first two, Roddy Piper and SD Jones, where I didn't write down the date, but I know I got him brand new because his debut is the same as the Hitman. So let's show you him first, and then we'll show you that card. Okay, that was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I got him sometime in August of 88. I don't know if I got him a day or so before my friend's birthday. I don't know if I got him after my friend's birthday. I don't know the particulars about it, but I know that I got him around August 16th, 1988. So sometime in mid-August I got him. And I do have his poster and card. And I know that I got him because if you see this, I had some sort of crafting scissors, or they were my mom's actually. And so a lot of my cards around this time were cut out with these. So that was definitely something I got brand new. So here is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And I kind of remember getting him brand new. I just don't know why I didn't write it down. Here, of course, is his poster. It's a little cut off there. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat poster, card, his figure. And again, we also got the Hitman. Let's look at both of their debuts. Okay, here we go. Another one of these wrestling events that I don't have the date on it. But again, I know when I got Bret the Hitman Hart because that's written down. The event's got to be close to there. And that's what made me where I placed Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, because they both made their debut here. I know when I got Bret Hart, so I know when his, when his debut is, even though I don't have a date on it, even though they're kind of in order. But even though I don't have a date on it, because it's Ricky Steamboat's debut, that's how I can place Ricky Steamboat in this area, even though I didn't write it down. All right. WWF Wrestling. Look at that. IC title. Paul Orndorff beat SD Jones in his debut. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat beat King Kong Bundy. And in his debut, Bret Hitman Hart beat Bruno Sammartino. Terry Funk versus JYD. Looks like JYD took the Duke. The Dream Team of Brutus, Beefcake, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Looks like they defeated the Killer Bees. And in the main event, the heavyweight title, in a cage, Big John Studd versus Hulk Hogan. One way in, but two ways out. 15-foot high steel cage. And SummerSlam 88 was coming on its way. We'll get to SummerSlam 88 right now. Here is SummerSlam 88. Now, this was on September 3rd, 1988. It is still technically summer. You have until the 21st, right? And obviously, the night of SummerSlam, I was at my friend's house watching SummerSlam. Great day, great night, awesome. Funny thing is that on the next day, September 4th, I got like 6 wrestlers at a store. So they didn't make it to this event. They missed it by 1 day. But let's just take a look at my SummerSlam 88 Madison Square Garden Tag Team Main Event. That's your front. Okay, here we go. What do we got? A no DQ match. George the Animal Steele versus SD Jones. It looks like SD won that. A lumberjack match. Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy versus JYD and Bruno Sammartino. I'm doing tag team lumberjack matches. Terry Funk beat Hillbilly Jim. The Dream Team beat the Killer Bees. Look, I had a 20-man over-the-top battle royal in which looks like Big John Studd was the winner. Okay. Then we go to... I see Paul Orndorff, the champ, beat the challenger of Jimmy Superfly Snuka. A handicap match of Jesse Ventura and Bret Hart versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I think I didn't have Neidhart yet, so I teamed up Bret Hart and Jesse the Body, and they became a little bit of a tag team. Tag team titles. Randy Macho Man Savage and Corporal Kirchner with Elizabeth, who were the champs. They were known as the Executioners. In my federation, they were like 2 or 3-time tag champs. They beat the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkoff. And here, newcomer to the WWF, Bret Hitman Hart. And in the main event, Roddy Piper and Ace Cowboy Bob Orton versus Andre the Giant and heavyweight champ Hulk Hogan, in which Hogan and Andre won. And that was SummerSlam 1988. On September 3rd, 1988, and the next day, September 4th, 1988, I got a bunch of wrestlers. Let's get into that right now. Okay, on September 4th, 1988, I had gotten 6 wrestlers. The story is my friend, whose birthday was August 16th, that I think that I got Bret Hart from, but I'm not sure about. His mom went to a store in which they had a bunch of wrestlers, and they were starting to, I think, clearance them out. I think they were 2 for $5, okay? I think they were 2 for $5. And when he told me, I told my parents, they're 2 for $5, and he got all these cool wrestlers. We gotta go. So my dad knew that I liked the wrestlers and knew that 2 for $5 was a deal. So it's like, if I'm going to buy this kid the wrestlers, I might as well get them when they're 2 for $5 instead of $8 or $9, wherever they are at Toys R Us usually, or sending away $11.99, all that stuff. So he was like, all right, cool. So I think he just talked to my friend's mom and found out where it was. My memory was it was like in Queens or right near Queens, but again, I was a kid, and so I didn't drive. I talked to my friend not too long ago to try and get the story from him. Like, what store was that? He tells me it was Alexander's in the old Roosevelt Field Mall before it became like, it's a huge mall on Long Island, but before it became like the super duper like 3-story like double mall next to each other kind of mall. It was sort of a regular mall, and they had an Alexander's. I don't remember being in a mall, but it could have been an anchor store in which I just went in the store and then out the store. His memory's better than mine. He knew about it better than me. It wasn't actually in Queens. It was in Roosevelt Field Mall in Garden City. I think Garden City, Call Play. No, I think it's in Garden City. So anyway, not important. So this was the figures I got on September 4th, 1988 from a store, Alexander's. Okay, the first one is Koko Beware with Frankie. Yes, this is the Frankie from that day. I never lost them. I have most of my accessories. Like I said, the only accessories from figures I bought new that I don't have is Piper's Kilt, I think. Because the JYD I didn't get new. I've still never gotten Hillbilly Jim's hat because I didn't get him new. But anyway, here is Koko Beware. Here's the back. He's in really good shape. I don't want it to be too bright because he does have a few marks on his arm, some red marks. There, you can see it there, right on that arm. I don't know what that's from. But otherwise, he's in pretty good shape for a figure that I've had for, 30, 40 years. So there's Koko Beware. Of course, I have his card and poster. And as you can see, with the sort of jagged edge of the crafting scissors. And then here is his poster, Koko Beware. So this next one is a figure that I already had, but I had gotten him secondhand. So when I got him brand new, I got rid of the old one that I had. But that is Brutus Beefcake. Remember, I got him from the kid a few blocks away. I think there were probably more that I could have gotten that day, but like I said, it was 2 for 5, so I needed an even number. So I probably had all the ones that I didn't have. I got 5 that I didn't have, and then everyone else I had, but I needed to make the 6th ones for the 2 for 5 to work, so I decided to get one that I did already have, but a brand new one, so I got the card and poster. That's what I'm remembering it was. So there you go, Brutus Beefcake. And now I had the poster and the card that I never had with my first Brutus Beefcake, because again, he was secondhand. All right, moving right along. Next, again, these are in no particular order. I got Ted Arcidi on that day, September 4th, 1988, at the store that I believe, according to my friend, is Alexander's, which no longer exists, but it was like a department store. And of course, here is Arcidi's poster, and here is his card. Again, these are all the ones I got that day, September 4th, 1988. We've got more to get through. Let's keep going. All right, one more figure I got that day was the magnificent Muraco. Don Muraco, the magnificent one. Here he is. Still in pretty good shape. He's a little bit beat up, but he's not bad shape. Here is his poster, and here is his card. Again, September 4th, 1988 for these guys. I've got 2 more to show you from that day, so let's keep it going. All right, also on that day, September 4th, 1988, we got Hercules Hernandez. There is my Hercules. From then, got a few spots on his legs, but also in pretty good shape. You've got his poster. Here is his card. So Hercules Hernandez, again from that glorious day of September 4th, 1988, where I got 6 wrestlers, and I've got one more from that day to show you. Here it is. All right, the last guy to show you from that glorious day of September 4th, 1988, from Alexander's is Jake the Snake Roberts with Damien. Again, I can't stress this enough. These are all mine from when I was a kid. This is the Damien. This is a real Damien from when I was a kid. There's no reproduction here. This is the Jake the Snake and Damien figures from that day, September 4th, 1988. Here is Jake's poster. It says Jake the Snake Roberts and Damien. And here is his card. And I believe the sticker also says and Damien. So there you go. Jake the Snake Roberts and Damien. Let's keep moving along. Okay, so let's show you the event where all these guys made their debut. It's going to be a whole lot of in his debuts we're going to see. I do not have a date written on here, unfortunately. But we are going to assume it is around September 4th, September 5th, something in that area. So let's get into the card. WWF Wrestling. In his debut, the magnificent Muraco beat Hillbilly Jim. In his debut, Jake the Snake Roberts beat Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I guess I was starting him off as a heel. Junkyard Dog lost to Hercules Hernandez in his debut. In his debut, Ted Arcidi beat SD Jones. And then, in his debut, Koko Beware lost to Nikolai Volkoff. I wonder if I made him I made him face Nikolai Volkoff, because one of the first Koko Beware matches that I remember is that Saturday night's main event where he took on Nikolai Volkoff from November of '86. I remember that was the first Saturday night's main event that I ever recorded. Might have been the first one that I ever saw as it happened. And I didn't even record it. I remember that Saturday night's main event. I was actually at my grandpa and, you know, aunts and uncle's house, 7 blocks away, and it was Saturday night's main event was on, and it was like a party. I guess it was like it was after Thanksgiving, right? So it was like sort of a get together party, and it was getting to like that time, and I'm like, oh no, like Saturday night's main event's coming on. So I started watching it there at my aunt and uncle's house, and then once, I think it may have been the first, if not the second commercial break, I was like, all right, let's go, because we only lived 7 blocks away, like, you know. So we go and we race home, and I come running in the door to make sure I didn't miss any of that Saturday night's main event. And when I get there, my older brother, he was recording it for me because he thought I was missing it because he was home for whatever reason. So he was recording it for me, and I remember him saying, oh, I guess I could stop recording. I'm like, no, I want to see whatever I missed, and let's just record the whole thing. And so that was the first Saturday night's main event that I ever recorded. It wasn't the first wrestling that I ever recorded. I have some stuff from prior to WrestleMania 2. But anyway, we're going off on a tangent. I mean, it's Federation Nation. We're talking memories. But here you go. Koko Ware versus Nikolai Volkoff. And then you've got Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine versus Randy Macho Man Savage and Cprl Kirchner. What does it say? It says that, it says their new name, the Executioners. I guess they just started going by that name here. And it says that the Executioners lost, but was it a title match? Non-title. Look at me. I'm tricky. Non-title. So I gave the Dream Team the nod in a non-title match. Bruno Sammartino beat George the Animal Steele. And the main event, a title versus title. Paul Orndorff versus Hulk Hogan. And of course, the winner gets the heavyweight. The loser gets the Intercontinental title. This way, I don't have to sort of take titles off of people or have someone walking around with 2 belts. Who wants that? So there you go. There is WWF Wrestling. I've got one more figure to show you in this time period. Let's get to him right now. Okay, this is the last figure for this episode. I do not have written down when I got him, but I do actually have written down the date on the wrestling card in which he made his debut. So we're going with that, which was October 4th, 1988. Now, I believe I got him brand new, but there are some signs that make me think maybe I didn't. One, I didn't write down when I got him. So that makes me think I didn't get him brand new. The other thing is I have his poster and his card. His card is not cut out with that sort of crafting scissors that all the other cards of this time were. Again, I have a lot of cards that are not cut out that way, but most of the ones at this time, like all the ones I just showed you, were cut out that way. And the other thing is his poster doesn't have a sticker on it, which I was notorious for doing. I don't have him written down when I got him, so I don't have written down where I got him. So all those things make me believe I may have got him secondhand, but with all the stuff. And of course, I am talking about Tito Santana. I'm not sure if I got him brand new or from a friend. I thought I got him brand new, but the telltale signs of no sticker on here and not cut out with those things, which again is not guaranteed that I didn't get. I have plenty of cards not cut out with those, but in that time frame I do. But most, if not all of my posters that I got brand new have the sticker on it. So we don't know, but I got him around October 4th, 1988 when he made his debut, which we're going to take a look at right now. Okay, here is the event, October 4th, 1988. If you look, it looks like October 3rd, 1988, and then I cross it out 4th. It's very possible that I made the event, wrote out all the matches, thinking I was going to do it on October 3rd, and then just couldn't get to it that day or that evening, and I did it the next day. So that makes me think that maybe I got Tito Santana on October 3rd, 1988, because he's already written in here. But I've got something else that as I'm looking at this, I'm figuring out. So let's get through it. So you've got Ricky Steamboat versus Ted Arcidi. In his debut, Tito Santana beat Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, here you go. The Nikolai Volkoff and Iron Sheik versus Snuka and Andre. It says with their new manager, Classy Freddie Blassie. I did get Classy Freddie Blassie second hand. And then I eventually got him brand new and got rid of the second hand one. I didn't know if I had the old date written down, but I do. I have the old date written down in my dots. Let me show you. So here you go on my paper. If you look right there, let's see if we can see it. Blassie, October 3rd, 1988. So apparently I got it. I will show you Classy Freddie Blassie just for record purposes, but this is not the one I got. I got him again brand new because the one I got didn't come with a cane or anything, and he was beat up. So then I think that following year, sometime in 1989, is when I got Classy Freddie Blassie in brand new, you know, in the package, brand new with the cane and everything. So I'll show you that when I get to that. But because I was looking at the event, I realized that I had Blassie there and I hadn't showed him to you guys yet. So I got him on the 3rd that it's written. So I probably got Tito on the 3rd. And then this was the event that I planned for the 3rd, but again, got on the 4th. All right, so let's continue with that. Looks like I had a Dream Team versus the Executioners, but that got scrapped for Dream Team versus the Bees. Koko Beware versus Jesse Ventura, and I just looked and it says new manager Jimmy Hart. Now I didn't get Jimmy Hart until 1989, so I'm thinking I must have had him secondhand too, because I know I got him brand new. I got him at Woolworths. We'll get into that when we get there. But I must have got him too, so I'm going to show you Jimmy Hart. This is not the one I got. Again, I must have got him secondhand, probably with whoever I got Classy Freddie Blassie from, because he's all over the place now. Jimmy Hart, he's Bret Hart's manager, where Bret Hart, oh, he's injured. So he wasn't able, it says Bret Hart not able to wrestle today because he was injured. And then the new manager of Terry Funk is Jimmy Hart. And oh, it's a tag team elimination. I even gave you the order in which they were eliminated. And then the Survivor Series coming Thanksgiving night. Okay, so this is all over the place, and I'm figuring out stuff on camera here. So I guess I had a Jimmy Hart, and I knew I had a Freddie Blassie secondhand from someone, and I upgraded him. That I knew. It's kind of ringing a bell that I had a Jimmy Hart too. I bet you I had a Jimmy Hart with the hearts on the megaphone, and then when I got him brand new, he doesn't. So I should have held on to him. Because I know that happened with my Captain Lou. I had a Captain Lou with the red stripes. And then when I eventually got him brand new, didn't have the red stripes. But I didn't know back then about variants and stuff like that. So anyway, so that's it for that. Next episode, we're going to look at December of 1988. Apparently, I didn't get any in November of 1988. But I definitely got a bunch in December. I got a few at the beginning of the month. And then, of course, I got a nice Christmas haul of 1988. So that is going to be exciting. And we'll do that next episode. Guys, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. Please like the video. It really helps. Please share this with anyone you think may like it as well. And of course, please comment below. I really want to hear from you. I really do. I love hearing people's LJN stories. Please comment down below, and I'd love to interact with you in that way. Okay, so that is it for this week's Federation Nation Wrestling Superstars WWF LJN Memories. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I can't wait to show you next week's episode. All right, so that's it. And until next time, have a good one.